All right. Grace, mercy, and peace from him who is and was and is to come very soon, I'm certain. This is Rogue Diabetic, and welcome to the digital wilderness. Okay, so Biden and Haley are on the ballot, but not Trump as Nevada holds presidential primaries. So apparently Trump has won. Well, we'll just go ahead and I'm just going to read this article for you guys real quick. The polls have closed in Nevada's presidential primary 3 days after a massive victory in South Carolina's Democratic primary. President Biden is expected to score a second straight landslide in Nevada, which for a couple of decades has been a key early voting state in the race for the White House. Okay, so obviously Biden is going to win all of these in a landslide. Okay, he isn't completely uncontested, but the people that are running on the Democratic side, I mean, I get it is kind of remarkable that there is even other candidates in the race, especially this late now. But it's like usually a bad sign when you have people when you're the incumbent and you have people running against you in your own party. So, but Biden is gonna always he's gonna win all of these in a landslide. Okay, apparently he wasn't even on the ballot in New Hampshire. I never dug in on that, but that seemed like unusual, to say the least, that he wouldn't have even gone to the effort of getting on the ballot. But he did win New Hampshire because his surrogates did a write-in candidacy. Pushed him as a write-in candidate. So even though his name wasn't on the ballot, he still won. I mean, it's just like the level of stupidity, the level of this not making any sense anymore is really running off the rails. I mean, this kind of thing these kinds of things didn't used to ever happen. Okay? So, but things are far from simple in the Republican Party, the article continues, where only one of the two major contenders are left in the battle for the 2024 GOP presidential nomination. That's horrible writing. Let's try this again. But first of all, you're not supposed to really start a sentence with a conjunction. You're not supposed to start a sentence but or therefore. Now, I've been known to do it from time to time in some of the things that I write, but it's really not proper grammar. But anyway, things are far from simple in the Republican primary, where only one of the two major contenders left in the battle for the 2024 GOP presidential nomination will appear on the ballot. Now, that's something that's way too wordy. Where only Nikki Haley will appear on the ballot. Although Pence apparently was on the ballot. Was still on the ballot. Even though he's dropped out, he was on the ballot. But why isn't Trump on the ballot? I mean, that's crazy. Why would Trump not be on the ballot? So let's read a little bit longer. Nikki Haley, the former two-term South Carolina governor, who later served as a UN ambassador in former President Donald Trump's administration, is the sole remaining candidate listed in the state-run Republican primary contest. Okay, and here we go again. But Trump, who is the commanding frontrunner for the GOP nomination as he makes his third straight White House run, isn't on the ballot. Instead, Trump will be listed 2 days later in a presidential caucus being run by the Nevada GOP. Huh? There's a primary and a caucus? The genesis of the competing contest dates back to 2021 when Democrats, who at the time controlled both Nevada's governor's offices, I don't even have time for this. That's weird too. I wonder what the backstory is to that. Why would there be two governors? I had no idea that was the case. Okay. When Democrats, who at the time controlled both Nevada's governor's office and the legislature, passed a law changing the presidential nominating contest from long-held caucuses to a state-run primary. Okay, so in 2021, they changed it. They changed over from caucuses to primaries. Now, personally, I mean, yeah, I'm good with that. I think all state. I mean, if this were real, if I still thought any of this was real, if this wasn't all fake news, all of it, all Fox News, AP, New York Times, Alex Jones, CNN, any of it, it's all fake news. All of it's fake news. Okay, the Nevada GOP objected to this change from the caucuses to the primaries. But last year, their legal bill bid to stop the primary from going forward was rejected. Well, I would think that the legislature is like is the one that's gonna call the shots. So I would, that's not surprising to me that, and I don't know why they would want to stop it from going from a caucus to a primary. Okay, but the article goes on. In a twist, the judge in the case allowed the state Republicans to hold their own caucuses. Why would you do that? Why would the judge allow that, for one thing? And why would, why would the Republicans not just go along with the legislatures? I mean, what's the difference between primaries and caucuses? Why would that be an advantage to the Democrats, but would be a detriment to Republicans? Okay, I mean, it's just like none of this makes any sense anymore. Okay, the article continues: no delegates will be at stake in the Republican primary, while all 26 will be up for grabs in the GOP caucus. Okay, so the primary that they had in Nevada tonight, the Republican primary, is meaningless. So the judge basically let the GOP make their own rules for how they're going to, assign delegates and nominate their, and select their delegates. Okay, the state GOP ruled that candidates who put their name on the state-run primary ballot could not take part in the caucuses. Candidates who put their name on the state-run primary ballot could not put their names. Oh, I see. That's beyond stupid. So you can only put your name in the ballot for one or the other. So Nikki Haley and Mike Pence and any of the other ones, they had to choose one way or another. Why would you be in the primary and not in the caucuses if you're really trying to win? This has just gotten so bizarre and beyond, like nothing about any of this makes any sense anymore. Haley and some of the other now departed Republican presidential candidates viewed the Nevada GOP as too loyal to Trump and decided to skip a caucus that they believe was tipped in favor of the former president. Bro, I mean, why would you choose to participate in the primary when there's no chance, regardless of whether they think that Nevada GOP is too loyal to Trump? Because now you don't have any seat at the table that determines who the delegates are going to be, who's going to win the delegates. This is beyond stupidity. Everything has gotten so doesn't make any sense anymore. None of this makes any sense anymore. Nevada GOP Chair Michael McDonald and both of the state's members of the Republican National Committee are supporting Trump. So, Michael McDonald and both of the state's members yeah. So that means that so obviously Trump's going to win the caucuses. But if he wasn't but you still wouldn't put yourself on the primary ballot when that doesn't have any when it doesn't have any weight. I mean, it's stupidity. And so this is what happens. This is like drum roll. This is the drum roll moment. Oh, whoops. All right. So you really wouldn't do that because this is what happened. Okay. So apparently in this primary now they have a none of the above. You can vote for none of the above, which I don't really know what I think about that. I mean, it seems kind of cool. It seems kind of like maybe that you should be able to. But if you didn't want to vote for any of the candidates, you just don't vote. Right? So none of the above won the Nevada primary. That's why you wouldn't put yourself. That's exactly why you wouldn't put yourself on the ballot, on the primary ballot, and not the caucuses if you were Nikki Haley. This doesn't make any sense anymore. This isn't a functioning democracy. Okay, and hey, listen, all you Republicans out there. I mean, bro, I'm not defending the Democrats in any of this, or suggesting that or I was suggesting any sort of preference of Biden over Trump or vice versa. But I'm not a Biden guy. Just so we're clear on that. So like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I'm out.